everybody. I'm Larry Beal.
And I'm Carolyn Johnson. The search for that Malaysia Airlines jet that disappeared Saturday has taken a new twist. It turns out searchers may have been looking in the wrong area.
A senior Malaysian military official says radar data shows the missing Boeing 777 changed course drastically and made it all the way back across Malaysia toward the small island of Palau Perak before then just disappeared. ABC News reporter Devin Dwyer has the latest.
Today, a dramatic U-turn in the search for Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. After 4 days scouring the South China Sea, the Malaysian military now claims that the Boeing 777 may have flown hundreds of miles in the opposite direction without its locator beacon turned on. U.S. search planes and international crews are now exploring the Strait of Malacca.
Somewhere that airplane would have shown up or stayed on radar if they'd continued to fly. So it's a theory that it's possible. We don't know at this point.
Authorities say until wreckage is found, all theories remain on the table. Police are considering hijacking, sabotage, or potential pilot suicide. Investigators haven't ruled out a massive electrical failure or structural catastrophe. Terrorism is also possible, even if officials now say those Iranian men traveling on stolen passports were seeking asylum and were likely not a threat.
Until we actually can find out sort of where that aircraft is, we might have an opportunity to do some of the forensic analysis that will lead us in the right direction.
Meanwhile, anguished families of some of the 239 missing arrived in Kuala Lumpur today looking for answers. This amid new questions about Flight 370's 27-year-old co-pilot. Two former passengers told Australia's Nine Network that Farik Abdul Hamid entertained guests in the cockpit, even smoked cigarettes.
I know for the whole time they weren't facing the front of the plane actually flying.
The airline says it's shocked by the allegations, but remains focused on the search. Devin Dwyer, ABC News, New York.
Some family and friends of the 239 people on board say they've been calling their loved ones' cell phones and they're hearing rings. Now, technology experts say, unfortunately, that does not mean the phones of the people who are on board are still working. They say those phantom rings are being sent by the cell phone carrier while it searches for the phone on the other end.
A Colorado-based satellite imaging company